Sawadee Krap and welcome to another episode here for the Funkin' Pod. It's been a while since I did a Thailand Tuesday, but hey, it's Tuesday. I'm in Thailand still, so time for a Thailand Tuesday. And what better time than today? Because well, it's the Tuesday after the highly anticipated elections here in Thailand. While my cat, if you're watching in the background, destroys everything that I worked for. So yeah, Thai elections just happened. And so what just happened? And I'm by no means like a political expert, pundit, politics professor or whatever, as you know. But I did get lots of questions on social media. Well, also because obviously I commented on stuff and I'm involved in conversations about this topic. So I figured, well, why not send out a quick pod, just like giving some information of what happened in the elections, during the elections. What are a few possibilities that might come out of this? And well, just to share some thoughts and hopefully also hear what you guys are thinking. Like, do you think change is sweeping the country and so on? Okay, so let's just start. And I actually took some notes for once. I always take notes, but usually I don't have them in my hand. But now I do because I don't want to say anything that's wrong. So let's just quickly look at the statistics, the counts as of late last night. So the Move Forward Party won. The Orange Rush, as some have called it, 151 seats. Pheu Thai is second with 141 seats. Then we have Boom Chai Thai with 70 seats. We have the Pineapple Apple Pen Palang Prashashat Party with 40 seats, and we have the United Thai Nation Party with 36 seats. So, well, for a long time, right, the Pheu Thai, and by the way, my shirt color does not indicate anything. It's pure coincidence, so don't read anything into that. So Pheu Thai for a long time said, like, yeah, it's going to be a red wave sweeping through the country. And I mean, they did get lots of votes, obviously, but the Orange Rush was bigger than the red wave. Probably also because lots of young people actually went to vote. Like, as you know, I work at a university here, and that's why I don't have any opinion on anything political, obviously, because I work here. So who am I to criticize or say anything? I'm just trying to look at it from the outside, right? So I think 4 years ago, they already had like some momentum, but I think lots of young people eventually didn't go vote because they thought, well, they're going to win anyways. And they saw it didn't happen. And then they saw what happened with like Thanathorn, the former head of the party, and so on. And so I think that's why this time around, everyone just went out and said, like, we're not going to, leave it up to anybody else. We take it into our own hands. And it was the highest voter turnout in forever, I believe, like 75% or so of people voted. And well, yeah, so the Orange Rush is happening, right? So a Move Forward Party, the party with the most votes, with the most seats. Pheu Thai second, they already acknowledged, they posted on social media. Yesterday, I believe they posted that they acknowledged that Move Forward is the party with the most votes, and that's why it's up to Move Forward to now form a coalition and try to form a government. And now this is very interesting, right? So, and there are so many like things at play. So I don't think I can do it justice by like talking about it, but so I'll just give it like a basic breakdown, right? So number one is Move Forward, number two Pheu Thai, which are both the big opposition parties, or have been the big opposition parties up until now, right? So now you would think they might join forces to form the government. You think, hey, the two opposition parties getting the most votes, now they're going to oust the current government, they're going to build in the new government, they're going to form the new government. Yeah, maybe. However, it's not that easy here in Thailand as well, because there's still the Senate. The Senate has 250 members, and all those 250 members are appointed by the military. So, of course, they're all pro-military, right? So they're meaning that Move Forward or Pheu Thai need to find a way to work with them somehow if they want to pass anything. Otherwise, the Senate has the power to reject lots of proposals. They can reject the election results, for example, even though the election commission already said, no, we verify those results, which is the first good step into the right direction. But there are like some obstacles still in there, right? Which is very interesting. Also, and I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I've seen some pundits talking about it. And also, I think Thai Inquirer posted a very heartfelt video yesterday already, where they said, well, per Thai, sometimes, and again, I'm not going to want to put any value on it, or like personally, like sometimes they seem a bit opportunistic. So maybe they feel inclined, and I quote the Thai Inquirer, it's not my words, maybe they feel inclined to do a deal with the devil. That's what Thai Inquirer said. That's not what I'm saying. So meaning, I mean, maybe the parties that have been in power up until now, even though they don't have that many votes, maybe they say, hey, per Thai, let's just form a coalition for ourselves, and then we just all stay in government together. They call them like the two uncles, the two guys in charge of their respective parties. So maybe this could be a possibility as well. I'm just putting it out there because I saw it on the Thai Inquirer Instagram. A very well done video, by the way. So that's also a possibility, right? So the possibility would be move forward, trying to form a government, forming a coalition with Per Thai, for example. In theory, move forward could form a coalition with anyone, but they just stand against anything any other party is saying, right? So they're like for reform and everything, or the other parties that have been in charge up until now are strictly opposed to what Move Forward is suggesting, what they have on their banner. So if Move Forward would go into a coalition with any of the current ruling parties, it would be a huge betrayal to the Move Forward voter base, I believe. That's also what the video on the Thai Inquirer said, like, if the others do a deal with the devil, that's how they call it, and if they try to play the politics game, don't play it with them. Patience. If they screw you out of the government again this year, the next time you're gonna get the pure majority because everyone's gonna see what's happening. That's what the Thai Inquirer said, right? So the options, as far as I understand it by now, would be Move Forward, forms a coalition with Per Thai, but then they still have to battle the Senate to some extent, right? Even though they would have like a huge majority of seats, of course, in the House of Representatives, the Senate would still be in the way. Then pundits now say yes, but if the coalition has that many seats and has a clear, a clear support from the majority of Thai people who voted, then will the Senate really be opposed to it? Or will the Senate say, well, yeah, now we kind of have to accept what you're proposing because you represent the majority of Thai people. Then again, history has shown that that's not always what happens, right? Also, what history has shown is that the Senate has the power to also oust prime ministers, for example. I'm not saying that word, but you all know the history of Thailand. So it's a very, very interesting, and I'm looking at my notes if I forgot anything. It's a very interesting situation we're in right now. It's also interesting to see like how the people came out to vote. Because that was pretty disappointing like 4 years ago in the last election. Because I remember like talking to students and I never asked them who they vote for, but I saw like how excited they were. They're like, yeah, we're going to change it and we're going to change Thailand. And then nothing happened because I think voter turnout was like, I don't remember, 60 or less than 60% or something. Was really disappointing. But this time around like 75 or something percent. So people really showed up this time around. So yeah. And so far, I think nothing dodgy happened. like votes disappear or whatever. So very interesting to see. Like I'm very, very, very curious to see. I'm mainly doing this podcast to just also get some information or like some opinions from the people listening. Because what do you think is going to happen now? I mean, especially if you've been in Thailand for a while, or if you've been involved here for a while. Like, what do you think is going to happen next? Like. like I came to Thailand when Per Thai was in the government, and I remember how everyone said like all those negative things about them, and that's why they got ousted. So now them being the party it might hinge on whether or not there will be like a new government or not is very interesting to me. It's like just I don't know what to think. So I'm really curious to hear what everybody else is thinking here. So do shout out in the comments. Let me know. Keep it civil if possible. The last time I did like a podcast on a little bit of politics, I get so many insults. Like keep it civil. Like I mean, I really just want to share opinions and get your opinions to see like where we at, what do people think, and so on. Shout out in the comments. Let me know. Follow FunkyPod. I'll try to do more now. Now we've got a semester break, so I'll try to put out more content again, of course. I'll also have some educational content coming soon again. Again, that shirt does not indicate any affiliation. It is it's not even red. It's like burgundy, right? Yeah, like, share, subscribe, follow for more. Rate the podcast. That would be cool so we can reach a wider audience and then maybe have a bigger discussion about all those things. Until then, I hope I didn't say anything that gets me canceled / kicked out. Until then, take care, stay safe. We'll talk soon. I hope to hear your opinions in the comments. Sawadee Krap.